Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is HD StarCraft and I am proud to bring you guys the next chapter of Heart of the Swarm of StarCraft 2 broadcasting, and this is going to be my very first HOTS broadcast. I took a couple of days off after completing the campaign, but now I'm back. I'm ready more than ever, shaking off a couple of the cobwebs here, but this should be a pretty good one. I'm bringing you guys a show match that was played literally days after the launch of Heart of the Swarm, and in the top left hand corner we have one of the best Terran players from Europe. He is Empire.BeastyQT, and in the bottom right hand corner, none other than our favorite Protoss player, the granddaddy Protoss, WhiteRa. So it is going to be a Protoss versus Terran. And before this match gets started, I just wanted to say I know there's been a lot of sick tournaments going on in the last couple of days. MLG just had a tournament, and in fact Flash and Life had a pretty sweet show match that was broadcasted on the Korean servers. But I just wanted to go ahead and say, if you guys enjoy these broadcasts, enjoy these videos, feel free to go ahead and send me some sick replays. I'm looking for links or even replays from some of the top players. If they want to have their games casted, feel free to send them in, because I want to start doing games, you know, on like a highlight basis. I want to bring you guys the best replays day in and day out. And so for now, I'm going to start off with doing a couple of these show matches, but after a while I would really like to be able to accept replays that the community thinks is best. So feel free to send them in to me at HDreplays at gmail.com. Now this is going to be my very first HOTS broadcast. So excited. The map is called Belshir Vestige. It's one of the new maps implemented here for the release of Heart of the Swarm. We do have a natural expansion. It kind of looks like Crossfire a little bit, but the tile set looks like Crossfire, but of course the way the map is laid out, not exactly. We do have a couple more expansions on the perimeter of the map, and in the center some ramps that are covered by Xel'Naga towers as well as rocks. So looking like there's going to be some interesting features here for sure. And look at WhiteRa, he's already actually gotten inside the Terran's base, and he is going to be able to take out Beasty's SCV. And that is not something that you typically see at this high level of StarCraft 2. But Beasty, the Serbian Terran here, is going to be able to surround that probe, and the Marine comes out and takes it out. So I guess second blood for Beasty there, because first blood actually belongs to the probe. But pretty nice play so far from WhiteRa to get in there and try to figure out what's going on, as is Beasty, who's gotten his SCV inside the main base already. Now, the thing here is, in Heart of the Swarm, obviously, you do have a lot more opening options available. You can see some early Reaper play. Oracles, in fact, are super deadly against Terran. I feel like, actually, Oracles, ever since the Terran started to use them in the beta, they've just proliferated. They've become so popular amongst Protoss players now because it's very hard for Terrans to stop them. It actually necessitates a Terran to almost get missile turrets or even have a bunch of Marines ready with stim. And in fact here, WhiteRa is going for a pylon just to the south of the Terran's main base. Now the great thing here is, because these are all new maps that players haven't really had a good chance to practice on yet, a lot of these maps, they're not going to know where the proxy locations are, where the prime time spots are, but WhiteRa is indeed going to go for a proxy Stargate. So I do believe here he's probably gearing up to go for some type of Oracle play, as I was mentioning before, because Oracles are just so deadly against Terran. And right now, Beasty trying to scout around the right-hand side of the map, but he isn't going to really see much. Meanwhile, the Stalker is keeping the Marines occupied at the front door, so this Stargate is basically going to go up undetected. And unless Beasty can get something ready in the next couple of seconds, he could be in a lot of trouble. He will be able to kill that. No! The Stalker gets down the ramp with 3 HP intact, and that is going to mean, of course, that WhiteRa can let the Stalker's shields regenerate if he pulls it out of combat. I'm not too sure why he's staying there with such a measly Stalker. He's not paying attention, but he is! He baits the Marines into his next Stalker. Very nice micro, and the entire time here, WhiteRa is just biding his time, waiting for the Oracle to come out. And how appropriate that the new music here available in Heart of the Swarm that we actually heard in the campaign is now turning on, because of course some new units are coming into play, and that is the Oracle. Pulsar Beam ready to go, target locked on, but there is a Widow Mine, and the Widow Mine is actually a great way to counter the Oracle, but it has to take 3 seconds to burrow, and in that time WhiteRa able to do a ton of damage here. The Oracle has gotten 6 kills already. The Widow Mine should have burrowed right underneath the Oracle, but unfortunately it took too long. It comes back, and now it's too late, and the Stalkers are at the front door, and wow, WhiteRa has killed off, let's see, 7 SCVs, and he is taking a ginormous lead in this game. He can now pull out of the front ramp and keep this Oracle alive for later. He doesn't even really need to commit to this attack because he's so far ahead, but he brings in another Oracle, and this Oracle, once it turns on Pulsar Beam, I don't know what in the world Beasty's going to be able to do. You know, he had the right idea to go for a Widowmine because the Widowmine is actually one of the best ways to counter an Oracle, but the thing is, it just wasn't burrowed in time. The timing was, you know, it was that damn close, but now it's just too late as Beasty has to type out GG, and WhiteRa is victorious for the first game of this show match. Incredible play right there by WhiteRa, and like I said before, the sick thing is Beasty was literally seconds away from getting that Widowmine burrowed down. You can get the mine burrowed in 3 seconds to protect your mineral field before the Oracle can target it and finish it off. It's very hard to do because the Oracle does so much damage, but it is possible. And I think now Beasty going into game 2 has got to make sure that he checks for that proxy Stargate. He's got to make sure that he watches out for these Oracles because they have been the death of many Terrans in the first 10 minutes of StarCraft 2. So there it is, guys. That is game 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see what happens between WhiteRa and BeastyQT in game 2. Stay tuned. And this is HD signing out.